Hello everyone, welcome to the IAS Mentor World History series. In this video, we will complete World War II. It is as part of chapter number 11. In that World War II, we are going to discuss. Before entering into this, a small announcement from the IAS Mentor. We are coming up with a mentorship course. For further details, please follow our channel. Let us see. World War II. With respect to UPSC examination, two things. What are the causes for World War II and the consequences of World War II? Today's politics are also a result of World War II. I will show you the images. See here the kind of images. Altogether, the warfare during World War II has reached completely to a new level. You can see the kind of technology during the World War II. Humanity entered into a completely new era called nuclear era with World War II. You can see the kind of destruction that has happened during World War II. What is the reason? Why World War II happened? If we see the consequences or the kind of destruction during the war, if we see, humanity has never seen such losses. Around 8 crore people died, perished. And many crores of people became disabled, traumatized, became homeless. There is no difference between civilians and soldiers. You will be surprised to know the fact that even soldiers themselves were afraid of seeing the kind of cruelty during the war. After the war, also many soldiers suffered from the trauma. The kind of destruction, the kind of killings they have seen, the kind of atrocities they have seen during the war time period. After war also, they were not able to cope up with the reality. So that is the kind of destruction humanity has seen. Even India also has seen millions of deaths during World War II. We were part of a global empire, that is British Empire. Even though we did not participate directly in the war, because World War I we supported, we participated, and as a result, what gift British have given? Jallianwala Bagh massacre. That's why during Second World War, Quit India movement we did. But due to World War II, food scarcity, Bengal famine took place. You know how many people died? 30 lakh people died in Bengal. Indirectly due to war, Indian soldiers also, whoever participated in Southeast Asia. So directly, indirectly, even India also got affected by this war. Why? This much destruction, these many killings, this much inhumanity activities in the name of victory. Two groups were there, Group 1 and Group 2. World is divided into two groups. What is the goal of this Group 1? They want to achieve victory. What is the goal of Goal 2? Theirs also to achieve victory. Group 1 wanted to become victorious against this. Group 2 wanted to become victorious against this. It is the best example to show to what level humanity can fall to achieve victory. Different people have different ambitions, but everyone wants this one. Having said this, with respect to UPSC examination, we have two aspects. Number 1, causes. Number 2, consequences. Briefly, let us see some more pictures. Just I will browse, just to go through it. These are the visuals. By this time, we have proper recording of war. 1000 years ago, how wars took place, we do not know. That time, photographs were not there. But in World War II, multiple evidences. See this? The kind of leaders who were behind this destruction. This is how humanity should learn lessons. The people behind this destruction. This how? The kind of technology used, kind of destruction that has taken place. This how? In this area, in our Indian neighborhood, Japan, destruction you can see. Aeroplanes, Air Force, during this time period only. In World War II itself it began, but in World War I itself, Air Force started, but in World War II, completely it reached a altogether new level. Can see this? World War II deaths. How many countries? No difference between civilians and military deaths. Everyone. You can see the hangings. This kind of cruelty is very common. Leaders have created some new innovative methods how to kill people in large scale. In Germany, 60 lakh Jewish people were massacred during a Nazi period. So these are the visuals. Causes and consequences. When it comes to causes, our story go back to World War I time period. While discussing about World War I also, I have just given hints that after World War I, some treaties were imposed on defeated powers. One of the reasons for World War II is the provisions of these treaties. When it comes to causes, in 1919, a treaty was imposed on Germany. That treaty is known as Treaty of Versailles. Treaty of Versailles. France wanted to take revenge against Germany. Now this provision, the provisions of these were dictated by France to take revenge against Germany. Germany lands were taken. Germany military suppressed. Germany was forced to pay war indemnity. Most insulting one for Germans is war guilt clause. War guilt clause. France put entire burden on Germany. Germany, you are responsible for World War I. Now you have to pay it. You have to pay for it. Now Germany started asking, am I only aggressor? Are you not the aggressor? United Kingdom is not the aggressor. Austria, Russia are not the aggressor. It was the circumstance that forced everyone to jump into the war. But how can you only declare, I am only responsible? Everyone is responsible, accept it. But because of this, now Germans got more humiliated. Now in this, because of this harsh treaty, their economy collapsed. Poverty, hunger. Now people will start blaming who is responsible for this pathetic condition. This is where Germans started blaming two set of people. One is their own government, because whatever government that is there after World War I is the one who signed this treaty. Second one, France. It's like a repetition. One of the reasons for World War I is this kind of revenge politics between Germany and France in 1870. Now it is repeating now. This one cause. There is a question in UPSC, it was asked, how far Germany was responsible for two world wars. The question is, how far Germany is responsible for two world wars, World War I also, as well as World War II also. But it's not Germany alone responsible, but major player in both wars, Germany. That's why it appears as if Germans were only responsible for World Wars. No. We have seen various causes during World War I. What are the factors for World War I? In detail, we have studied in that video. Come back to this. But this also circumstances again forced the people to enter into the war. This is carrying forward the kind of revenge of Germany against France continued. That is going to show a kind of a huge destruction during World War II. What is the time period here? This is 1939. You can say 1919 to 1939. How many years? 29, 13 and 20 years. That's why some historians called 20 years of armistice. That means humanity was in war, single war only. That has started in 1914. War continuing. In which year World War II completed? In 1945. So some historians' analysis is World War in war from 1914 to 45, only a small gap called armistice. That means it is not a peace, it is not permanent peace. It's only already 4-5 years they have fought. Then both sides took rest, again rearmed, again started fighting. That means no end of the war, it's only continuation of the war. In humanity, first time this term is used for this war, total wars. World War I also called total war, World War II also called total war. This 20 years, these circumstances led to this. One factor is Treaty of Versailles. So number one factor causes Treaty of Versailles. One thing. Next one. Second. Let me draw the map. Then you will understand. This is Europe. In 1917, Russian Revolution started. What is the ideology behind the success of Russian Revolution? That is communism. What communism says? Communism says economic inequality should not be there. Wealth should not concentrate in single hand. It should be distributed. Everyone should share the resources of the nation. Whoever is against this principle, they must be removed from the government, from bureaucracy, everywhere. That's how the ideology resulted in the revolution, where workers and peasants took the power from the traditional powerful people like royal families, religious people, feudal lords, industrialists. They are the one who are enjoying the power. Now, peasants and workers took over it. This is happening here. One of the reasons here is this one. Poverty, hunger. Here, after World War I, England, France, Germany, Italy, similar kind of economic conditions are there. The economic challenge after World War I. Another factor came. Due to this economic challenge, Here also, poverty, hunger. No doubt before World War I, they are rich countries. But when it comes to war, completely destroyed. Industries destroyed. Cities destroyed. Now entire economic activities collapsed. Again, they have to start from the basics. It takes some time. Now, meanwhile, in 1929, Great Depression came in USA. USA was giving loans to rebuild, but America itself entered into the economic crisis. They stopped funding. Here already that structures, economic structures completely collapsed. Now poverty, hunger. Wherever poverty, hunger is there, now this revolution means it's not a smooth one. It involves so many protests, chaos, violence, complete disorder. It becomes difficult for the government to manage this law and order issue. Because a hungry person will start protesting, then show their anger. If church is nearby, people are attacking the church and taking away their lands. If there is a feudal lord, peasants are attacking the feudal lords and grabbing their lands. Because the communism ideology is feudal lords grab the land. Only peasants are taking their lands back. Factory owners who are not giving proper wages to workers, they are living in slums. Now it is their right to get their share in the factory. Trade unions, protest, lockouts, complete chaos. Whenever revolution means that chaos will be there. Those who believe in this revolution say this is how the growth, and those who want to preserve the law and order, then they try to crush them. Now here also the similar situation. In 1917 already they have shown these people from the ground, the people on the streets became successful. Now here also people on the streets trying their best to replicate this kind of social order. Because here also people started blaming that their industrialists are the responsible people. Their governments are not doing. Now it is the time to once again take over like Russian Revolution. Now, when this is happening, the governments want to maintain law and order. This is where this economic challenge is now creating a new kind of social disorder. Third one, continuity to this, the fear of communism. Fear of communism. Fear of communism means they are against industrialists. Now in Germany, Italy, France, United Kingdom, industrialists are there. They are also afraid, and they are the one who are funding the governments. Here, royal family completely eliminated in this revolution. Here in United Kingdom, royal family is there. United Kingdom, it's an empire. Emperors are shaken by this. Industrialists are shaken by this. Now, fear of communism, one of the reasons for Second World War. How? Let us connect. One is this, economic distress. Another one is fear of communism. Now, these industrialists who are fearful of the communism, who wanted to safeguard their land. Landlords wanted to protect their land. Industrialists wanted to protect their industries. Monarchs wanted to preserve their order. Now what they will do? They need some leader who can contain this spread of communism. That means who can ruthlessly suppress the movement of communism. That's where extremist communism appealed to the global community. This communism says, I have no difference between a Russian worker and German worker. Worker is a worker, everywhere should revolution happen. I don't discriminate between Russian worker and Indian worker. Worker is a worker, workers' welfare is the one. Across the globe, this revolution should be there. Now the industrialists wanted to protect their industries, landlords wanted to protect their land. What they have to appeal? They have to appeal for strong nationalism. That Germany is for Germans, Russia should not interfere. This ideology should not interfere. Church will say that this communism is against church also. It says, Karl Marx says, religion is the opium of the masses. Let us destroy the religion. Now the religious people who are sincerely following religion, they are afraid of this kind of ideology, extremist ideology. Now these people appealed to extreme nationalism. Fourth one. Communism appealed for internationalism. But these leaders appealed for extreme nationalism. That means Germany for Germans, Italy for Italians, France for French people, United Kingdom, English for English people. Communism should not interfere in them. If there is a poverty, we will solve. And Russians need not to come. Russians need not to train people to overthrow our government. Extreme nationalism. Already Germany versus France, already that feeling is growing. Now, this extreme nationalism led to rise of strong leaders. Landlords, priests, and industrialists, and royalists. You see, the conservative side, industrialists, then priests, then landlords, then royalists. That means who are supporter of royal family members. Royal families themselves. Royal families. For example, in Germany, they have removed royal family from the power. They did not eliminate royal family, but the royal family members and the royalists who are supporting royal families, now whoever support them, they will vote. After First World War, Germany declared themselves as democratic republic. Democratic republic, no doubt. King is not the head. One of the persons from Germany only become next head, president. Everyone will vote. But people will be there who are having the sympathies to the royal family members, royalists. Some are having land, some are landlords, some are priests, industrialists. Germany means it's a combination of everyone, along with peasants and workers. Even in peasants and workers also, they will have the support to them. But some of the peasants and workers, whoever appealed by the communism, educated middle class appealed, educated middle class inspired by communism, they want to rally this section, aggrieved section, to overthrow these existing powerful people. Now what these people will say? They want someone. Earlier king was there, now king is not there. Democracy, some leaders will emerge, some different political parties will emerge. Now they are going to support a political party whose agenda is to protect them, whose agenda is to protect their nation, whose agenda is to stop the spread of communism. That's where it's a republic, it's a democratic, but whoever strong leaders are there, they were encouraged. This led to rise of strong leaders like Hitler in Germany. Name of the party may be different, but the character is this only. In Italy, name of the party is called Fascist Party. In Germany, it is called Nazi Party. But the party which is representing the interest of this and German nation from communism, they are given chance. Hitler in Germany and Mussolini in Italy. Party name different. When it comes to Hitler, it is called Nazi Party. When it comes to Mussolini, it is called Fascist party. Fascist party. Nazi party in Germany became successful in 1930s. Fascist party in Italy became successful from 1920s onwards. 1920s onwards. That's why who is successful? Before Nazi party, here fascist party in Italy under Mussolini is successful. That's why even Nazi leadership is also called fascist leadership. Fascist leadership. So what is this? Extreme nationalism. They are fascist parties means what is their agenda? What is their program? What is their ambition? To make, suppose, a fascist party in Italy. What is their ambition? To make Italy great. If Germany fascist party means to make Germany great, they're not talking about international community. They're talking about Germans must be great. Not humanity great. Germans must be great. Italy must be great. Extreme nationalism. And now add to this, already it faced humiliation in the hands of France during say First World War. Now Germany wanted to become very strong once again and wanted to give revenge, wanted to give reply to those who defeated her. Extreme nationalism. Now you see this? Treaty of Versailles. Economic challenge. This led to protests, danger of communism. But the moment communism comes, these people are going to get affected. They need strong leaders who support them. And only the way of supporting is to to appeal to the emotion of a nation. Extreme nationalism. Germany for Germans, Italy for Italians, French for French, English for English. This kind of extreme nationalism emerged. Strong leaders like Hitler, Mussolini emerged. They are called fascist leaders. Fascist, the term emerged from fascist party from Mussolini. He became successful in containing communism in Italy, and he became successful, coming back to the cause, that he became successful in setting Italy and in economic order. He came out, he brought Italy out of this economic crisis, and he became even more popular. He stopped the spread of communism. That's why he became more popular even among the elite section. From the common people point of view, he managed law and order. He maintained structures intact, and so that all the traditional elite also are happy about the leadership. Common people are now having something to eat because he brought Italy out of economic crisis. Same thing, Hitler, inspired from the Mussolini leadership, he also followed it. Now, what kind of steps they followed? After this, fifth one, the policies of fascist parties. Now we are moving towards World War II. Ultimately, as of now, it appears like a national issue. Germany is working to rebuild Germany. Italy is working to rebuild Italy. Then what is the problem there? Now the crisis is emerging. The policies of fascist party. Internal, external. Internal and external. Let's see the map. This how? When it comes to this, Germany, Italy, fascist leadership, internally they rebuild. Military they rebuild. Economy they rebuild. Political stability they rebuild. Stability came. Economic order came. Military, they developed military industries so that at a time military development also take place. It also provide employment. Once it provide employment, economic stability also will come. So both economy and security taken together, both increased. As a result, what happened now? Once stability happened, now they became ambitious. When they are rearming the policies of the fascist parties. Similarly, in Spain also, fascist party. That side, Japan also, fascist party. Fascist party means who wanted to make nation very powerful. They want to achieve victory in case of war. Coming to the point, one fundamental element for this kind of human destruction is every nation wanted to achieve victory. Every nation wanted to prove they are very powerful. Every nation wanted to show to the world that they are superior. They are superior. That competition led to this madness. Nation very powerful. Here also leaders, here also leaders, here also leaders, in Japan also. And what about United Kingdom? They are already powerful. United Kingdom is having a very big empire. They are afraid of this. It is going to create friction now. After becoming successful in internal policy, externally they started expanding. Hitler wanted, I want more territory for Germans. He used to visualize till Ural Mountains, it should be German territory. And he even taken the Aryan racial theory to mobilize German military that we Germans are Aryans, we are superior in race, in front of us no other people can survive because we are possessing great warrior skills since ancient times. Our ancestors, German ancestors, were very good in war, and war is the progress. These kind of theories emerged. If there is no war, there is no progress. If there is war, that is the symbol of progress. We Germans wanted to prove to the humanity that we are nowhere inferior to anyone, and in fact we want to prove that we are superior to everyone. Aryan racial superiority theory. This madness go to the even extent that he wanted to eliminate the so-called non-Aryans. He wanted to make entire Germany full Aryans. If Germany are there, if Germany nation is there, means it should be only German Aryans. Only Aryans should stay, because non-Aryans are inferior. Non-Aryans are eating away Germans' the vitality. He wanted to eliminate non-Aryans. And who will decide who is Aryan, non-Aryan? A leader, Hitler, will decide. And the people who support him will decide. And based on what they will decide? If economically, if the competitor is there, and they will brand them as non-Aryans. This kind of theories also, because of the political interest, economic interest, religious interests, they are going to brand someone as non-Aryan, someone as Aryan. Now, these theories are today discarded because it has seen immense destruction. But in those times, common people have taken it, and that's what popular leader means. It resulted in the split between people of Germany itself. In Germany itself, some people were branded as non-Aryans. For example, they called someone Jewish people, someone Romani people. And they, wherever they are expanding, they started killing these people. In Germany alone, they started killing. If they expand into Poland, again there also they started killing. If they expand into Ukraine, they started killing there. This is how racial supremacy, racial discrimination, racial violence also in the name of superiority, this also happened. These policies are also leading to World War II now. Internally, they are becoming very strong, economically as well as militarily. The moment you are becoming militarily powerful, it threatened the neighboring countries. It threatened the neighboring countries because balance of power is about to shift. If the balance of power is about to disturb, now naturally the neighbors are going to face challenge. This disorder, this balance created disturbance in Europe. So their internal and external policies of fascist party, internal as well as external. External, the policy of imperialism. Germany wanted to expand. If you want to expand, neighbor used to resist it, World War II. Italy wanted to expand. If Italy wanted to expand, a neighbor want to resist. War. Japan wanted to expand. Now other person tried to resist. World War II. Internally, racial discrimination. Human rights violations. If anyone question leadership of Hitler, imprison them, kill them, torture them, hanging them, massacre them. Human rights violations. In order to support the cause of the humanity in these countries, some other people are going to support them, go for war with them. These are human rights. Internally, economic strength, military strength, and nationalism led to the imperialism, expansionism, because already France is having a lot of big empire, and Germany, United Kingdom is having empire. Now they also wanted to build empire. World War I also the same reason only, that competition for colonies. This is now Hitler wanted to rebuild it. Mussolini wanted to rebuild it. Now that is why this happened. Threat of communism. Now, when these many things are happening, what the lesson after World War I humanity learned? People decided not to happen such kind of war. League of Nations was created. But failure of League of Nations. Sixth one. Failure of League of Nations. League of Nations is in the hands of United Kingdom, France. If Germany is violating, they could not do anything. Italy violating, they could not do anything. Japan violating League of Nations could not do anything. Why? Because if they go for war, now again they have to face situations, circumstances like World War I. That's why fear of war. As a result, leaders like Hitler, Mussolini, Japanese leadership felt that other countries are now fearful of the war. Let us do war. And when they are fearful, now it is easy to defeat them. We become successful. We build the nation. We make German very strong, and we will build very big empire. Fear of war and interest of war for these people. Next one. When they are expanding internally, these kind of policies externally, they are doing that. This leadership, why failure of nation, fear of war happened? There is one more reason. Not only this, appeasement policy. History, it came to be known as appeasement policy. Appeasement policy. When Hitler is ruthless about their own people, when he is violating League of Nations, despite that, why United Kingdom did not punish means they are afraid of communism. And if Germany is able to, if Germany able to stop the spread of communism, it becomes easy for United Kingdom to stay away from communism. Otherwise, if communism fallen here, it also become communist. So to stop them, they followed appeasement policy. In one of the cases, Hitler wanted to expand his territories to Austria. Leaders of United Kingdom only gave that you take this land, but don't go for war. That's appeasement policy. That's why this kind of appeasement policy came because of the fear of communism. All these factors emboldened leaders like Hitler and Mussolini. They wanted to expand that these people are weak, they are very strong, they can expand. Now, when Germany invaded Poland in 1939, they are afraid that he is not going to stop, he is going to expand and it is going to threaten their empires and their king countries. They also declared war. When Germany attacked Russia, Russia also declared war on Germany. This is how all these factors led to one after the other world. So it's a continuation. You can write whatever factors were there for World War I also, that some wanted to expand their empires, some wanted to preserve their empires. Some wanted to take revenge, some wanted to protect against that revenge. Some wanted to come out of the fear, some wanted to come out of economic crisis, some are fearful of the communism. All these factors led to World War II. And the kind of destruction, this due to advancements in military, large scale destruction happened. So consequences. Consequences. What are the consequences? Number one, human loss. Around 8 crore people vanished. Next, trauma after the war also. From 1939 to 1945, you imagine 6 years, people lived in continuous fear. If children are there, now they will not go for schools because schools were destroyed. They have to grow up in bunkers, fearful of the war. Anywhere, Air Force can come and bomb them. Men went for war. Many children have not seen their fathers. Many people became orphans. These are the kind of humanity loss. And those soldiers who went for war also, many perished and some became disabled. Some lost their hands, some lost their legs, some lost their eyesight. Now, how they are going to cope up with the life after the war? Continuous trauma. Many people became disabled. So one generation after that were fearful of the war. That's why humanity created United Nations. Out of this darkness, light emerged, United Nations. Taken the lessons from League of Nations, United Nations formed, and with this, every single country having sovereign rights. If there is any kind of security problem, United Nations should solve it. War is not the solution. Diplomacy is the solution. As much as possible, diplomacy should be used to solve the disputes between countries. And also, United Nations created many organizations like UNESCO, World Bank, IMF, so that economic crisis also can be resolved. Education also can be resolved, so that humanity enter into the progress path, so that due to hunger, due to poverty, once again people will not take the weapons. These are United Nations. Now, third one of the consequence is Cold War. Now, when war, entire humanity is suffering after the World War I, blame game started. Communists started blaming it is because of the capitalism. This kind of destruction happened. Capitalists started blaming because of extreme ideology like communism, such kind of leaders emerged. That's where it led to Cold War, intense ideological war between capitalists and communists. That continued till 1990s. Next one. After this much destruction, can United Kingdom empire exist? Completely eliminated. Independence movement. Economically became weak, security became weak, and ethically, morally also became weak. Many independent movements came. Colonies became independent. From this only India also emerged. Likewise, like India, many other countries also emerged. Empire collapsed. French Empire collapsed. United Kingdom Empire collapsed. German Empire collapsed. Italy Empire collapsed. Everything, whether victor or loser, both lost. Rise of new powers like USA and USSR. They are able to become successful. Technologically, they became advanced. USA created nuclear bomb. It gave enormous power to USA. When it comes to this side, in Europe, Germany, Italy were trying to capture as many lands as possible. When it comes to here, Japan is trying to capture all the territories in this area. In this struggle with the USA, Pearl Harbor, already in this area, Dutch, United Kingdom, France, Europeans. Japan is saying Asia for Asians. You go out, I will rule all these areas. Already USA also came, Philippines. Now it is imminent to fight with all these people. USA, France, Dutch, United Kingdom, Japan wanted to eliminate. USA dropped nuclear weapons on Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Within seconds, lakhs of people died. That is the kind of nuclear age started because of this one. These are the consequences. Biggest consequence is that fearful of the war, wanted to promote peace. United Nations is successful in stopping the humanity to go into another catastrophic, another total war called World War III. As of now, it is successful, but sometimes whenever regional conflicts are there, like in Middle East, Russia-Ukraine war, in South China Sea, India, Pakistan, often used to see in the newspapers that World War III may begin. But humanity has seen what is going to happen if there is war like World War I and World War II. That's why, as far as possible, humanity trying to resolve the disputes with diplomacy. Even if they go for war, they are not using the nuclear weapons so far, because they have witnessed what is going to happen if nuclear weapons are used. So, United Nations is successful in preserving relatively, it's not that absolute, because since World War II also, many places wars are continuing as part of Cold War. That we will see in the next video. All right. So, relatively, United Nations became successful because World War II has shown what kind of destruction technology can do if humanity go for war like World War. All right. With this, we are ending chapter number 11. Thank you. Thank you very much.